Hi guys, welcome back to my channel ArtsyPutsy with me Putsy, and for today's video I'm going to show you a few different ways to clean your makeup brushes, including DIYs, and to actually dry them. Enjoy! So the first one is to spot cleaning your brushes. I'm going to use this color switcher thing. I got this from AliExpress for about $2. It's pretty cheap. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm just going to dip my eyeshadow brush to this eyeshadow. It's pretty dark, as you can see. And you can see when you use them, the color is there, and then you think it's clean, but then no, it still have a few color residue in them. And to clean them, you just have to swirl your brush around in this color switcher thing, and as you can see, it's pretty much clean. I love to use this for my eyeshadow brushes mainly, especially if you're going to create an eyeshadow look with a few different colors and you only have a few different brushes. It's a pretty quick little fix. It's amazing. I love this. So your eyeshadow look won't end up looking muddy, but it's obviously not going to deep clean your brushes. Or if you are applying makeup to a client or to other people, so you only have a few brushes, but you're going to create something extravagant or something like that, just use a few different colors. It's an amazing quick little fix. The next one is still of products to spot cleaning your makeup brushes, but this time it's a DIY. And all you need to have is a baby shampoo, alcohol, water, a spray bottle, and a paper towel. So I'm going to make this. Just open your spray bottle and fill half of the bottle with water. What I like to do is, the ratio of the products is 2 parts of water, 1 part of alcohol, and 1 part of baby shampoo. And as you can see, I'm going to fill the bottle with alcohol next. It's rubbing alcohol 70%, and fill them, like I said, 1 part of alcohol, so 1/4 of the bottle. And the next thing is fill the rest of the bottle with baby shampoo. And if you're done, just swirl this around a little bit and then shake them well. And I'm going to show you how it works with this brush dipping into this black color. As you can see, it will going to stain the brush a little bit. And I'm going to close this and set them aside for a little bit because I don't want to ruin them. And just spray this liquid into your brush, into the bristles. Just spray this a little bit to the paper towel, and then to the damp part, just swirl your brush around like this. And I love to do this twice, especially if you have a very, dark colors in your brush. And I spray this again, but this time only to the paper towel, and then swirl your brush around into it for a little bit like this until you're sure that it's pretty clean. As you can see, not black anymore. And the next one is another DIY project, and this time I'm going to use this to deep clean my brushes. Just pour the baby shampoo into the bowl, and I like to have this much because I only have few brushes to clean with this particular liquid. I can't say how much you need, just depending on the brushes you're going to clean at the time. Just make a little bit first. If you're going to need more, you can always make some more. And the next one is to pour this olive oil into the baby shampoo. You'll need this olive oil to kind of moisture your brush, but don't pour too much into the baby shampoo, because once you have too much of olive oil, it will make your brush a little bit oily and greasy. And I use the handle of the brush to mix the mixture, and I'm going to clean my brushes now. This is the brushes I'm going to clean, and I like to have two sets of bowls when I clean my brushes, and then I pour one bowl with just water, so I'm not going to waste a lot of water. When you clean your brushes, you don't want water to get into the silver barrel thingy and to the handle, because there's some glue in there that hold the bristles to the handle. And I like to dip the brush into the water first, as you can see, and then dip the brush into the mixture. And then I love to use this little brush egg. It's only $1 from AliExpress. I'm going to link this down below. I love to do a circular motion and then switch them up to this back and forth motion. And after that, swirl it around again in the brush egg, but this time with running water. And after you make sure it's pretty clean, just wash the brush again in the running water, and using my finger here to kind of massage it a little bit, and just to make sure that there's no cleanser residue in the brush. When you're done, I like to squeeze the water out of the bristles just like this, and to kind of reshape the bristles as well. The second one for our deep cleaning step is going to use this liquid cleanser. It's pretty much the same as the first one, but this time I'm going to use a product that's already on the market, and this is the makeup brush cleaner from Daiso. It's pretty cheap, but there's a lot of different products in the market. There's one also from Beauty Blender. There's also cleaner from Pro Hygiene collection. And to use this, I'm just pouring this product into the bowl. Just pour it little by little. You don't have to pour it a lot of it. Just when you need more, you can always go back and pour some more into the bowl. And then fill another bowl with water. Dip this brush into the bowl again, bowl of water, and dip this into the cleaner, into the liquid cleanser, and swirl it around into your brush egg. And just do the same step over and over again. The rest of the step is pretty much the same as before. The difference is only the product. So the last product I'm going to use is this solid brush cleanser, and this is by Makeup Revolution Pro Hygiene Sanitizing Solid Brush Cleaner, and it looks like this. It's a dupe for Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser, but it's a lot cheaper. I'm pretty sure it works just the same. I don't know, it works pretty good for me. I love this stuff, and as you can see, I just pour water into one bowl, and I'm going to show you how I clean my sponges. And I just soak this sponge into the running water like this, and then dip this into the bowl of water. Just pretty much left it there. While it's there, I'm going to dip my brushes into the water first, like so, and then just open up your solid cleanser. It's pretty much just a bar of soap in a jar, and then I'm going to run some water into it. Just make sure it's damp and kind of scratch the soap into the sponges like this. I like to do two steps of this. So the first step, I'm mainly focusing on the outer part of the sponge. As you can see, after I scratch the sponge into the soap, I like to scratch it again. I don't know why I use the word scratch, but yeah. Scratch this into the brush egg and then run this in the water. And I'm doing another step, but this time the difference is after I run the brush into the cleanser, I like to squeeze the brush like this and then run this again into the cleanser and squeeze them. I do this step a few times just to kind of make sure that the cleanser get inside of the sponge, so the inside part of the sponge also get cleaned. If I see a little dirt spots on the sponge, I like to run this to the brush egg again, and to rinse them, just squeeze the cleanser out of the sponge in this running water. Just squeeze and squeeze until you're sure that there's no cleanser left in the sponge, and just squeeze any other excess water and you're done. And do the same step with the brush. Run the brush into the cleanser and then to the brush egg and then rinse them well. I personally love using a solid cleanser more than the liquid one, especially if you have a lot of sponges and a large brush like this, because when you have sponge and large brushes like this, when you dip this into the liquid, it's pretty much will soak all of the liquid cleanser into it. And I don't know, I just ended up using a lot more products than I needed to. So when using this solid cleanser, I ended up using a little bit amount of product, and the solid cleanser lasts a very long time. And we'll get to the drying the brushes part. And the first one is only using this elastic band. And if you have a bar like this is my towel bar, towel hanger, or you can also use a clothing rack. You only need to loop the elastic band twice into the handle of the brush and then go from the bottom part of the bar to the back and have the elastic run through the top into the front of the handle of the brush. I don't know if I make any sense, but as you can see, I'm going to show you a few times here so you can see yourself. Run this through the handle of the brush twice and then from the bottom go to the back, through the top, and go in front of the brush, loop it like that to the bottom part. Just make sure that you loop them into the bottom of the rest of the elastic that we put into the handle first, just to kind of secure them and to kind of lock the elastics a little bit so your brushes won't end up falling into the ground. As you can see, I'm going to show you a few times. I can't describe this step very well, but yeah, it's pretty easy. But if you have a lot of brushes, I don't think this is a right step because it's a lot of work if you have a lot of brushes. But I like to do this step if I only clean like 10 to 15 brushes. But it's a nice DIY step because obviously all of the excess water will drip from your brush because it's in this upside down position. So I'm 100% sure that you won't have any water go back into the barrel, into the handle of your brushes. And voila, you're done. So the second method to dry our brushes is actually pretty simple. It's the simplest one. You just need 2 towels and 1 towel. I just laid it on the floor, on the table. You can lay it everywhere. Just lay them down and just fold one side of the towel twice like this. And then the other towel, I'm going to fold them a few times, around 3 to 4 times. After we fold the towel 3 to 4 times, I'm just going to lay this folded towel on top of the folded part, other towel, if that makes any sense, and just lay it on top of that, and it will act as like a pillow almost. And as you can see, I just laid all the brushes on top of it, so it will make the brush a little bit elevated. And the last method is one of my favorite. So we just need 2 towels like before, but I'm going to need another set of paper towel depending on how much brushes you're going to dry. And as you can see, the towel part is pretty much the same, but the difference is with this paper towel. And I'm going to rip them apart into 4 different pieces. And yeah, you don't have to be precise with it, as you can see. And after you have these little pieces right here, I'm just going to lay the brush on top of the paper towel, and I'm going to place this, as you can see, a little bit over the paper towel and slide them down. Make sure that there won't be any bristles that got stuck into, outside of the paper towel, and then just roll them over like this. And I personally love this method because this paper towel will act as like a brush guard, and it will make sure that the bristle will retain its shape. It won't dry. Sometimes when you dry your brushes, the bristle will get a little bit all over the place and it just have a weird shape to it. But when you do this, it will make sure then when it's dry, it's going to have a good shape. I don't know, the paper towel will kinda soak any excess water from the bristles, and it kinda helps the brushes dry a little bit faster, in my opinion. And then that's pretty much it. You just have to leave them overnight, and the next day it's pretty much dry. And the last thing, while you watch these weird little hand movements from me, I'm just gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful, and please leave a comment down below what method or what other products you used for your makeup brushes cleaning routine. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!